specify, and obviously you can see that everything here out the box, 12 o'clock. That was what a passive Fender Jazz Bass, a pretty common bass, right? Available, a lot of players, 4-string Jazz Bass, 4-string P bass. That's what the Jazz Bass, and this is a Mexican Jazz Bass. It's not an American, it's not a standard. This is a made in Mexico Fender Jazz. And that's what that Mexican Jazz Bass sounded like with this at 12 o'clock. Jeff, in your opinion, what did you like and what did you maybe not like from what you heard on the... It's just a simple riff. I just came up with something right then just so we could, get it laid down. And if you wanted to do playback, but I wanted to get your opinion on what that sounded like, your first impression.
Ease of use and how great it sounds, just dialing up. I mean, this is flat. So
Yeah.
50-50 from the 60 to the 70. EQs are flat. There's no high passes or anything engaged. It sounds phenomenal.
It sounds
great.
Yeah.
So you have a wonderful foundation to go on right out the box.
Real quick, give us what you're running right now, what the signal's running through.
Oh, I'm just running through a pre to get some boost to Logic, and that's it. That's all you're hearing is just straight this.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. Nothing else going on.
No, there's no compression, no EQ, nothing.
So again, I'm gonna turn volume up. I'm just gonna play a D and the octave of that. Yeah. So. That right there, like, so listen to that just on its own, right? That was one of the things that caught my ear immediately when I was just messing with this, is like, listen to how full all of those notes sound, and they're still like separate to where you can identify, but they sound really, really nice. Like, there's no breakup, it's not glassy, it's just this.
So just play those chords just by
Okay.
themselves to hear the beautiful.
Very consistent. That's one thing that I really like about this, is that you have the options without even getting into it. It just sounds very full. There's a lot of really nice character to that tone that's not just doctored. It doesn't have a lot to where it would make you think like, what else is going on, right? That's why I asked you to specify that there was nothing else happening with that.
It's just the tubes right here.
That's incredible.
What you get. I mean,
so
it's really, as from an engineer's standpoint, if someone came in with this and I dialed this up and I just threw everything at noon and I got 50-50 going on between the two pre's and you're playing that, I'd be like, let's go. We're good to go. We can throw anything on top of that and we'd be fine. I can do anything post with that, or even while you're playing, EQ wise, compression wise, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's gonna sound more than likely good.
Yeah.
Because this is good. It sounds good. So there's nothing I really have to do to it. I just have to make it. It's just don't mess it up.
Right. Well, and a lot of people have that misconception that you only get good tone from expensive instruments, right?
That's not true.
That's why I chose this first. This is a $550 bass guitar. That's with tax. Okay. This is all in, you guys. That bass sounds like that. A $500, just call it $500. It's $499. It's $500. That's what a $500 bass sounds like through that.
Earlier, you were playing the high part up there, a little
Okay.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
that. Do that again. I'm gonna hit record.
was gonna say.
No, he was fiddling around back there, and I know what he was thinking. After, I'm like, oh shit. Don't mind the cut. Just... That was perfect.
So again, what I'd like to talk about on that, just that. So played the money notes. Everyone's like, you don't need to play above the 12th fret. Shut up. Just listen to the clarity on the higher register stuff. It didn't sacrifice. It didn't lose any bottom end on the note. They stayed very full. This is super consistent with what it's giving. And you can't say it's the instrument. It's a $500 bass. You can't say it's the computer or what you're running in the interface, because it's just this.
Correct.
A little bit of the pre on that to get it into Logic, but you know, if you don't run that, you'll have other things, right? It's whatever. That's not doing anything that would affect the tone, though.
No, there's no coloring going on post.
Right.
Yeah.
It's unaffected.
Correct.
I just want to reiterate that, because you're going to have people, well, actually, it's, and it's not. It's not any of that. It's this.
It is that. It's yeah.
I'm being overly like playing this up, because I've experienced this already.
Sure.
And people will literally like look for something, they can be like, nope, see, he's wearing slip-on Vans. That affects it completely different than Nikes.
The static electricity.
It's true.
It's
It's true. So okay,
Rubber sole.
this was passive. By the way, if I didn't say that already, passive Fender Mexican Jazz Bass, $500 bass.
We took the pad off because it was passive.
Right, and it sounds phenomenal.
It sounds great. It's here. I have a great tone. I'm going to plug it in and be a great session player for me. Thank you.
So this shameless plug, very subtle. This was with everything at 12. So what I'd like to do is I'll play the same riff.
Sure, let's experiment.
And maybe let's start with the 60s side
Okay.
first.